Good morning, Teen Life students, and welcome to day number 5. Here we have a very interesting topic. Some would be excited about, some would maybe a little uncomfortable. But Solomon deals in chapter 5 with sexual intimacy. And so we need to look at it from a biblical perspective about what it is that God's word says to us. Now, as always, we need to heed the instructions of those that are wise in our lives. We talked yesterday about our counsels and the paths that we go on. And so there are people set in our lives that give us instruction to help us along the way. And we've got to be mindful of those, or we're going to suffer just like the fools do. And so in this chapter, as we talk about sexual intimacy, we think about it, what it looks like in our world today. The world has really commercialized sex. They have made a mockery of a biblical pure lifestyle. And so there are many that are just unaware about what the Bible has to say about sexual intimacy. And also that there are consequences involved. Now, Solomon mentions a number of them in this chapter, and read it for yourself to see all what he says. But we need to understand that sex is not in itself a bad thing. It is meant for an intimate relationship with the husband and the wife, meant for marriage, and we need to be mindful of that. Solomon would give a great comparison to this when talking about the intimate relationship of the husband and the wife. He said that the intimate godly relationship that is like a cool, refreshing glass of water. Now, it's been hot a number of these days, and if I am hot and sweaty and just tired, this is what I want to drink, not this. Ultimately, the comparison or the contrast to a pure, clean, refreshing glass of water would be that of sewage water. I have no desire at any point in time in my life to drink from this. But Solomon says that that's the two contrasts of this sexual intimate relationships. He says in verse 19 that talks about the word ravished, that it is intoxicating, that the husband and wife have that close-knit relationship. And in its right form, sex is enjoyable. That love is meant to last an eternity and a lifetime, and it produces a lot of blessings. Whereas on the contrary, a carnal sexual relationship outside of marriage and outside of the confines of what the Bible explains is pleasurable, yes, for a season, but there are consequences that come with it. And so we've got to be mindful of that, and you just got to heed the warnings that are there. So I ask you today, what would you rather drink from? Nice, refreshing glass of pure, clean water, or this? That's a thought for today. Read it for yourselves and just ask God, what is it that I can do better in my life to impact my relationships that I have?